is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the Denver Nuggets, but before then, I really want to tell y'all I will be at All-Star Weekend. I'm getting ready to head out right now. I will be in Chicago. I'll be at the rookie-sophomore game. I will be at the All-Star Saturday night. I will be at the All-Star game. So if you see me, you can say what's up, you can take pictures with me, and we can kick it a little bit as we have to enjoy the festivities. But I will be in Chicago, so you guys have another chance to meet me, just like when I was at Summer League. But let's get back to the Denver Nuggets. This is a team that has been the second best team in the Western Conference throughout the whole year. I don't think they're better than the Clippers or the Lakers, but when you look at how they've been performing in the regular season, you see that this team is very hard to stop. They're, top five in assists, is ridiculous. And then you look at their points allowed, 106 points per game is top seven. And they have found ways to really grind and muck up games. And, they have been able to really rely on Jokic. He has been a guy that can score in mismatches. He's too big. He's too strong. Got good hands. He can finish around the rim pretty good. Got some hook shots. And his jump shot has been catching fire. He's knocking down mid-ranges in people's face. He's doing it open. He's doing it from the three-point line. He has been spectacular. When I look at Jokic, people thought he was out of shape. He wasn't the same. And he looks fantastic right now in the last 3 months, including the first 2 weeks of this month. He has looked like the all-NBA first-team center that he was last year. And I always tell people Jokic played spectacular in the Western Conference playoffs. They didn't come up where they needed to, but he really helped them get further than what a lot of teams and a lot of people thought. I did have Denver beating Portland and San Antonio, even though it didn't happen. But they really gave it their all. They came down to a last couple shots. They just couldn't make plays. They just couldn't finish off the Blazers, and they came up short. But they didn't have the urgency in the fight this year in the beginning of the season. It's kind of like they were just going out there playing basketball. They really wasn't dominating. They really didn't set the world on fire. But, they're starting to get their groove back. Their offense is looking better. They're getting healthier, even though they're not fully healthy. But even without being fully healthy, they've been competing with the best teams in the Western Conference and in the NBA all season. And that's without the urgency. That's without the fight. And that's what helping, bringing along Michael Porter Jr., trading Malik Beasley and Juancho. And, they really had a lot of shakeups and injuries this year, but they still the second team in the Western Conference heading into the All-Star weekend. And you got to give credit to this team. This team has really figured out what they can do and what they can't do, and they just stick to what made them who they are. It sticks to who they are as a person. And Jamal Murray has caught fire. He was a little iffy coming out in the season, and now he's starting to get his spots and get into his spots and knocking down shots. He's starting to make a lot better. Jokic is averaging more assists compared to the first 2 months. Their defense is starting to click a little bit better. Michael Porter Jr. is looking like that guy that was the #1 pick coming out of high school before the injuries, and his ability to handle the ball, shoot the three, score in isolation, post up, shoot over smaller guys, and he just a mismatch problem on offense. And the fact that he can still give you rebounds, and the fact that he can score on and off the ball, even if it's a wide open three or even a backdoor cutting. And one thing I love about Michael Porter that I always give him credit is he became a better team player. He has become a better team player, allowing himself to fit into the offense instead of being the #1 guy that always has the ball in his hands making every play like he did in high school. And I feel like that's important because you're playing with other great players. You're playing with other great talents around you. You don't have to carry the team like you did when you had to do it. And I feel like he adjusted to that, and he's comfortable with that. And I feel like you have to give a lot of credit to Mike Malone in the coaching staff. But not only that, Michael Porter Jr. and the personnel that they have put together on this roster. And I don't feel like Michael Porter is out there trying to get attention. I don't really feel like he's out there trying to do all these highlight plays. He's just going out there playing his game. And that's what you really want to see from him because he is young and he's just now getting minutes. He's just now getting a big playing time. And he has shown that he's one of the best rookies when healthy. And he might become that superstar player that a lot of us seen in him. And he looks like he can. This is a guy that can be 25, 27, 30 points per game with 10 rebounds. And is legitimately realistic because he has shown that throughout the minutes that he's gotten. Just imagine if he got more opportunities and more shots and more minutes, his numbers will be inflated. And I think that it will give Denver something that they don't have, which is a scoring option off the dribble outside of Jamal Murray, which has been doing off and on. Jamal Murray is hot and cold. He's very streaky. And Michael Porter Jr., he's better. It's just about developing him, getting them prepared for that next step, which they haven't done this year, but they also have shown that they're a great team without Michael Porter, and that should make him feel happy that this team doesn't need him to do everything for them to be able to win, for them to be able to compete against the best teams. And even with him out right now, they have been able to compete against those teams. So you want that type of team that they can win without you, that they can play well without you, but they also play better with you. And I feel like Denver has found that balance with Jokic, Murray, and Michael Porter all getting their numbers, plus their role players. I know Gary Harris has been disappointing. Will Barton was playing out of his mind. You have guys like Paul Millsap that have been in and out of the lineup. But for some reason, this team continues to find ways to steal, close, and win games. And that's what it's about in the NBA. It's about winning games. It's about winning games in the playoffs to get to that finals, to win games, to win the championship. And Denver has done that this whole entire season, whether they've been sloppy, whether it's been ugly, whether it's just been not their best effort, they have found a way to still be the number 2 team in the Western Conference. And honestly, I feel like the Clippers would be great, but I still can see this Denver team being the second best team by the end of this season. I definitely can see that they have the depth, they have the personnel, they have the coaching, they have the offense, and they're a decent defense. And that's all about what you need because you're playing the good, the bad, and the ugly throughout the NBA. You're going to play the bad teams, the great teams, the good teams, the okay teams. And Denver has found ways to beat all those teams throughout this season. And that's why I'm making this video because they have been a big surprise. They finished number 2 last year, and we was all, oh, Denver, they're coming, they're going to make the playoffs, but none of us seen them becoming the number 2 seed. Even though they did come up short, losing in the semifinals, they still showed a lot of progress, and Jokic showed that he can be dominant, whether he's in the regular season or the postseason, which is a confidence builder. But they still missing that that really puts them over the top and put them in that conversation with the Lakers and the Clippers. But as of right now, I think this year they can finish number 2. I do think they can make a little bit of a run in the Western Conference if their shots is falling. And you can say that about any team. If they play defense, if their shots are falling, they can be special. And I think it's true. There's a lot of teams that have the personnel, have the talent, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't gel. It hasn't been able to, get to where they wanted it to be. And with all the chaos that's been going on with this team this year, they have figured it out, and they have still won a lot of games so far. And going into the All-Star weekend, they're number 2. And that's better than what a lot of us would have thought. A lot of people had them 4th or 5th. And honestly, they could finish there by the end of the season because everybody's records are so close. But I'm proud of Denver. They really showed that they wasn't all hype. They really shown that they are one of the best teams in the Western Conference, not 1 year, but 2 years in a row. And that's a confidence builder if you're an organization, if you're a GM, and if you're a coach. You have a bunch of young guys that don't know how to win, that don't know how to close, and don't know how to, be prepared and really go out there in attack mode. And these last 2 seasons, they show that they are young, they still learning, they still getting spacked on the booty, but they're prepared to go out there and do what they have to do to get to where they're trying to go, which is the NBA Finals with a chance to win the title. And even though they're not completely there, they're taking the right steps and building the right foundation to get there. And now it's just about who is going to be that guy that take this team from a great team to an elite team. And that's what we're just going to have to wait. Is it trading Gary Harris? Is it Michael Porter Jr. becoming that starter? Is it somebody else? Is it Jamal Murray? playing like he's playing now, but throughout a whole 82 game season in the playoffs? And is it Jokic? Can Jokic take his game to another level like he has shown these last 3 months? And people were saying Jokic, he doesn't look good. Jokic don't look good, but he looks spectacular now. He's got to the point where I feel like Jokic is going to be in my top 5 MVP candidates next month. That's something that I couldn't say the first 2 months, but these last 3 months, if he keep playing the way he's playing now, there's no way he can't be top 5. Just because Jimmy Butler's been in and out, you look at Damian Lillard, his team is out of the playoffs, so he don't really have a legitimate chance. You look at James Harden, his numbers start sliding. Luka numbers has slided a little bit, and the injuries hasn't helped his case. And you look at LeBron, he's been good. So I don't think he's taking LeBron or Giannis' spot. But other than that, I think Jokic these last 3 months has played better or at the same level as most of these other players. And that's a good sign for you if you're the Denver Nuggets. This is a guy that you gave a max contract to. This is a guy that you have built your team and your offense around and somewhat of your defense around. And he has delivered so far these last 3 months. But he is an all-star. He should so far be an all-NBA player if he continues down this path. And that's the type of guy you want to be a leader. Now it's just about taking that next step and becoming a legitimate championship contender. And that's something that they tried to do in the offseason, getting Grant, giving more minutes to Porter, making the trades that they made. And now we are looking at this team as a legitimate team in the West. And they're not a one-hit wonder. They're not a fluke. They're a real team, and they're real good, and they really understand and get the best out of each other. And that's the type of foundation you want to build, especially since they're winning at a high level and they all so young. So what I got to say about the Denver, I'm proud of them. I'm loving what they're doing. And honestly and truthfully, they're doing their thing. Now it's just about can they get further than they did last year. And the West is brutal. There's so many great teams and less bad teams. And that's the unfortunate part about playing in the West. But all I can say is Denver been battle tested last year. They got the hurt, they got the pain, and they also advanced their first time being in the playoffs together. So they was almost there, but they fell short, and hopefully that motivates them this postseason, and hopefully they take it a lot more serious than they did in the first couple months and really try to take over these last 2-3 months and, really show that they're here to stay and they're going to be around for a while, but really show that they have what it takes to be a legitimate contender, not a great team, contender in the Western Conference, and we will see how they play. But check out my website, analysisplayground.com, link in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com, link in the description in the comment section below. Thank you for people that liked on Facebook. Thanks if you like on Facebook. Thanks for liking the video in advance if you already have. And thanks for checking it out. Any support is any support, whether you liking, watching, or even checking it out on my YouTube page, following me on Twitter, or even just hitting me up on Instagram. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Subscribe. I make videos just like this. I make videos every single day, whether it's a talk, whether it's a breakdown, whether it's a tribute, whether it's a draft, summer league, free agency, trade deadline. I got y'all covered each and every day, and I didn't even miss a day last year, and I'm happy about that. And you guys continue to eat it up and continue to watch, and that's why I continue to grind, and that's why I continue to go. But like I said, I will be at All-Star Weekend, so if you see me and you enjoy my videos or you want to meet me, I will be there, no security, so you can run right up to me and just, treat me just like another person that, because I'm cool and I've been doing this for years. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. See you guys at All-Star Weekend. And if you can't go, thanks for enjoying the weekend because I will be making videos Saturday, Sunday too. So I'm not done. I'm not done. So I'm going to enjoy this weekend, but I'm also going to be giving y'all guys videos throughout the whole weekend. And we're going to get back to it on Monday with the regular scheduled videos. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about the Denver Nuggets in the comment section below. I read comments, every single comment, and I enjoy you guys showing the love.